So today the topic of discussion is about automation with AI. But what exactly is automation with AI? Automation can mean 10,000 things, but what do I exactly mean when I say automation with AI? So in this lecture today, what we will try to do is we'll try to understand this very basic question. So what do I mean about automation and where can AI exactly help? And then we will try to uh, uh, develop a system called magic email. That's the name I gave. So it's basically an AI system that connects to your Excel sheet. So AI will automatically generate emails for you and send it to people. So that is what magic email is. So I'll show you from scratch how to build this, and then we will step it up a little bit, and I'll show you how you can use a AI research agent, how you can create a AI research chatbot without writing any piece of code. And if you are someone who waits till the end, so I will actually show you how you can convert any Excel into a dashboard in under 1 minute. Right. So this will be a bonus part that will only covered at the very end. So these will be the core things, two, three things, but we will try to understand them deeply and try to understand them in a way that we can use them in our daily life as well. So what exactly is automation, right? So automation is nothing but use of technology to perform tasks that require minimal human intervention. So think about the tasks that you do in your, let me go back. Okay. So use of technology to perform tasks that require minimal intervention. So there are a lot of things that we do in our daily lives, which are very much repetitive, right? So AI can actually take away that repetitive task and do it for us. And with AI is not just a simple automation tool; it also has a lot of intelligence. So instead of just doing repetitive tasks, we can also offload some creative tasks to it so that we can reduce human error and increase productivity. So what I'll do is I'll want to show you a quick demo of what we are trying to build, and then I'll try to cover about some basics that we are going to do. So let me show you a demo. So in this very lecture, let's say we have around more than 100 people, right? So in the beginning, I have also mentioned that like we also offer a course. So at the end, we will actually take some interest from you. So whoever is interested in the course, I will personally send emails to you. If you are interested and if your job role is so and so, I will send you a personalized email as to why our course is the best choice for you. And as you can see, if I want to send mails, personalized mails for 100 people, so even if I take on average of 5 minutes for a single person, so it will actually take me 500 minutes, which is close to, let's say, 8, 9 hours or so. Right. So that way, what would otherwise take me 8 hours? So the idea is, can I do it in less than 5 minutes using AI? Right. So this is the problem statement that we will try to cover. So can I send personalized emails to 100 people within 5 minutes? So let me show you with an example. So let's say these are all the people who have applied to sign up for our course. So let's say we have the name of the person, we have the role they are doing, the company they are working for, and these are the mails I'm yet to write. So maybe I'm not getting time, so I've just kept it like that. So, but this might look like a normal Google sheet for you, but I have actually built an automation on top of this where anytime there is a new row added to this Excel sheet, AI will automatically generate email for you. So let me show you how that works. So let's say uh, instead of writing a new name, so let me copy this. So and let me say 14. And we have someone called Riya Gupta from who is working in corporate relations for Zomato. And I want to send them a mail that why our course can be helpful. Right. So what I'll do is I have built a automation on make.com. So what I'll do is I'll just run my automation like this. So my hands are free, so I'm not writing anything. So I just ran an automation and then I'll go back. So you see that the mail is ready for you. So writing this mail would have taken me 5, 10 minutes, but within a couple of seconds or so, I'm able to run it. So let's say I want to generate emails for 3, 4 more people at once. So let's say I want to generate emails for all these 3 people at once. So let me go back. Let me paste this in. So now I'll go back to my automation tool and I'll just press run and my hands are up so that I'm not doing anything. So this automation will run itself and I'll explain how this automation is working exactly. Uh, yeah, we'll just wait for a few seconds for AI to read everything and write a response. But it will only take few seconds. So what would otherwise take me 10 minutes, AI will only take 1 second. So as you can see, I've added 15, 16, and 17, and I have new mails for them. So you can also see the mails are also very much personalized. So the person's name is John Harris, product manager at Stripe. So it says unlock power of generative AI, join our 8-week course. So dear John, as a product manager of Stripe, it is actually giving some examples as to how our course can actually help. So I'm able to write 17 mails as we speak, right? Like just within 1, 2 minutes, I'm able to write many mails. So if you want to build an automation like this, how can you do? First of all, let us try to understand the possibilities of automation first, and then once we have a basic idea of how these automations are working, I'll actually show you the setup as well, and we will get back to it shortly. So let me go back to my presentation. So I hope you liked the demo. So where we have taken an Excel sheet, we have taken uh, information of the people and we directly converted them to a mail. So one thing that you need to notice, automations were possible since 20 years, 30 years, ever since computers were invented, there was some sort of automation. But traditional automation often relied on rules. So the rule was like, let's say someone registers on the website. So you could still send them a mail or message, but the mail you could send the people was a standard message, right? So let's say before generative AI, I could still say that, okay, someone is registering on the website. Whenever there is a new entry in my database, I'm directly sending them an email, right? But uh, uh, due to AI. So instead of following just standard rules, I can actually send them a personalized email. So I'm not just sending a standard email for everyone. So just look at emails that I'm sending to everyone. It's different for everyone because I'm using AI to automate. So traditional automation was always about uh, straightforward task, and it does not have a capability to learn and adapt to new situations. Whereas AI, you just tell the task to them, and AI can actually adapt naturally and do the task to its best ability. So Gen AI and automation has a lot of capabilities. So enhanced capabilities, it can handle a lot more complex situations. It can take decisions. So let's say it is thinking, okay, this person is a product manager from Stripe. So I'll write a mail where I'll specifically focus on aspects of the course that will help them with their product management journey. So let's say there is someone who's in marketing. So let's say there is this person called Harish Shankar, who is a chief marketing officer at Zerodha. So it has actually given content that will actually help a marketing manager do their task better. So with AI, you can actually adapt to the task. So you can adapt to the task, and obviously you will get a lot of efficiency and productivity gains. So what would take me 8 hours, I'm now able to do it within 5 minutes. So that's some serious productivity gain, right? So 50 times, 100 times more effective, right? So now that you know a basic possibility of what Gen AI is and what automation is, so let us try to build the system from scratch. So for this, we will actually use something called make.com and OpenAI's GPT models. So, but let me now explain you how you can build a system like this where you can automate email generation. So this can be used for different other purposes as well, right? So if you want to classify someone in the beginning of the call was telling about doing sentiment analysis on reviews or something. So you can just put reviews on one side and you can just ask AI to write whether the review is positive or negative. Or maybe let's say you are a product manager and you want to write some product requirements, and everything is in a certain column. So you can ask AI to do this. So this might be an application about taking an Excel of details and then converting into emails. But you can use this in any wide number of different situations. So let me explain what exactly is happening. So let me add this saying that uh, let me add Sakshi's name only, and let's say she is in founder's office. And let me say I will not mention our company name. So let's say she is at Microsoft. So now let's say, let me show you the workflow, and now let me just explain how this is working. So I go back to this and I just run this. So the first step is get inputs. So it is actually fetching, it is watching the new rows. So whatever are the new rows mentioned in the sheet, it is searching for that. So as you can see, I have added the new row here. So these were the new rows that I've added. So that is the first point in the workflow. And the second point in the workflow involves using ChatGPT, right? So what exactly is this doing? So it is taking the inputs that it's taking the inputs for name, role, and company from the Excel sheet from this part. And then in the second step, it is actually creating a prompt. So it's actually taking the details and it's writing a mail for us. So if you can see, this is the, I can also show you the prompt template. Okay. So here, this is what this is the prompt template that we are sending to the GPT model. What exactly is the prompt that I'm sending? So I run a company named Build Fast with AI. We offer a 8-week long course on generative AI to help people go from 0 to 1. So the following are the details of the lead interested in the course. Please create a short email on explaining why they should consider purchasing the course. So, and at the end, I'm giving details that my name is Satvik. I'm the founder of Build Fast with AI. And this is the second step where it is actually creating the email content for us using GPT. And what exactly is happening in the third step? It's actually going to uh, it's act- so it's actually going to the same spreadsheet again, and then it's on the column E. In the column E of the session, it is adding the result of ChatGPT. So if you can see, this is the column E, as you can see. So once you type new details, once you mention new details, so ChatGPT is creating a new response and then it is putting it in the column B. So that is how simple it is. So there is no code involved, no nothing. But this is what is happening in the stage. So it's a very three-stage process. First stage is to fetch the new rows. Second stage is to fetch the ChatGPT completions model. And second step is to use ChatGPT, and third step is to paste it in the Excel. So this is something that we have built. But if you want to build it from scratch, how would you do? So let's say you can just go to uh, this button and maybe click on new scenario. So this is called a scenario workflow. It means the same thing. So let me go back to my organization and let's say create on a new scenario. Okay. So now you can see my workflow currently does not contain anything. So I don't have anything present here. So first of all, choose a starting point. So for your automation, what is the starting point? So for my automation, the starting point is Excel sheet. So I'll click on this and I will click on Excel sheet. And what is the function that I want to do? And the function that I want to do is watch new rows. So whenever there is a new entry in my Excel sheet, I want to add something. So I'm just clicking on watch rows. So this is the node that this is the node that I've set up. Then if you are using it for the first time, you will have to do a Google login so that make.com has access to your Google account. And once you are done with that, you can just select which sheet you want to use. So let's say in my drive, I'll just select which sheet I want to use. So my sheet name is outbound sales. I'm clicking this. And you can also select which sheet you are looking at. So I'm looking at sheet 1, sheet 3. So let's say I'm looking at sheet 3 and save. That's it. And you can see what you want to select. while running. If you want to select all the cells, so this, where do you want to start? You want to start with all the cells. So this, that way our first node is ready. So once we have new rows, now in the second step, what we would like to do is we would like to connect it to a Excel sheet. Sorry, we would like to connect it to a GPT model. So I click on this. Now there are hundreds of different things that you can connect. So you can connect it to, there is an OpenAI model here, and also there should be a Google Gemini model. There could be a Llama model. Yes. Yeah, there is a Llama API also available. So you can connect it to any models, irrespective of what you're using. So let's say I want to connect it to OpenAI. In OpenAI also, there are different options. So OpenAI has image generation model, some assistance model, RAG model, and so on. So you want to select create a completion. So create a completion basically means whatever text that we are giving, it should actually complete it. So in this, some people are asking, should we have a Chat GPT subscription? Chat GPT subscription is not necessary, but you need to have your API key. So what you need to do is you can go to platform.openai.com/API keys. You need to create an account, and then you can generate an API key. So these are all the API keys that I've generated before. So you can just click on create new key and keep the API key ready. So API key is nothing like a password. So you can just click on the connection and add it. So I already had it connected. So I'm just leaving it like this and save. So which model you want to use. So you can also select, just like within ChatGPT, you can choose models, right? So let's say if I'm on ChatGPT, so I can choose which model I want to use, GPT-4, O3, O3 mini, so on. So let's say which model I want to use. So let's say I want to use GPT 4.1 model. So let me use that. Yeah, so for this to work, you will at least need a couple of dollars. You don't need a lot of money in your account, but Google or otherwise, they are free to use. So if you don't want to use OpenAI, you can also use Gemini, which is free for like they give you 1,000 free requests a day. So you can also use. So you can just press save on this user, and you can just select which message you want to do. So whatever prompt you want to give, you can just say. So you are a sales manager, create personalized email to following lead. So you can just enter the name. So from this newly extracted column, we are extracting the name, we are extracting the position, we are extracting the company. Yeah. And then this is what you're sending to the prompt. So you can also write a very detailed prompt depending on what you're working for. But for now, I'm just showing you an example. So now we are connected with the tool. So whenever there is a new row, I'm sending it to GPT. And once we have the new row, we want to put it back into the Excel sheet. So we are clicking on this. And this time also I need a Google Sheet. So in this Google Sheet, I'll say, now we need to add a row or add a column. So add, and then you can select which spreadsheet. So you want to add it in the same spreadsheet again. So just press, my sheet name is outbound. I'll just say, and you can just click on the sheet name, whichever sheet name you want, and you want to choose. Let's say in outreach, you want to paste the result of the model. Say, that's it. So so creating a workflow is also very easy. So just creating three nodes, taking a Google sheet, connecting it to a GPT model, and then connecting it to another sheet. So that way, we went from start to end in just 5 minutes, right? And one other thing that you can also do is in this Excel sheet, we were only writing emails on the column E. But let's say if I want it to be fully automated, ideally what I want is as soon as it is generating an email, If it can use my Gmail and send it to the person, I'll be the most happy. I'll be very happy because I don't even have to copy paste this again in my email. So what I can actually do is I can just click on this. So now I can connect it to Gmail. So let me go and connect it to Gmail. Gmail, you can send, there are a lot more functions. So the thing is, whenever you are using these automation tools with AI, directly sending an email is a bad idea because you don't, you, even though AI is very good, you still don't want to give it complete power in terms of sending an email. So that way, instead of sending an email, you can actually choose this option of create a new draft. So whenever there is a new uh, a lead on your system, before sending the mail directly, it will sit on your draft. So you can look at the draft. If it looks good, you can just send it right away, or you can make some minor connections and send it so that you don't risk AI doing anything that might be wrong or anything otherwise. So that way you can just create a connection. If you click on this, it will ask you to log in through Google. Once you do that, and you can just add the recipient, add the content. Within the content of the email, you can just copy paste the same spreadsheet updated row. Or maybe you can directly copy paste the result from ChatGPT. And then you can just mention the subject as well. So that way, subject will be the same. So Gen AI course by build fast with AI. That way I can save. So I didn't connect it to Gmail, so it won't work right away. But the thing is, you can just click on this, connect it to your Gmail. So whenever there is a new system, whenever there is a new person applying something on your website, you are actually analyzing their profile and you are actually sending them this email. Okay, so if you have any questions or queries on this, so this is how simple it is to create a workflow using make.com. I will also show you a couple of other interesting tools, but if you have any questions or queries, you can send it on the chat. I'll spend 2 minutes in answering the questions, and then we will. Why is it bad for AI to send the mail? It's not bad. It's a safe practice uh, uh, to check the mail. That if AI is sending mail on your behalf, I would want to check it first. What do we need to put in connection name? So connection name could be anything. You can just name it as you wish. Is this applicable for WhatsApp and LinkedIn as well? Yeah. So you have, just like you have connectors for Gmail, Google Sheets, and so on. You can also have connectors for many other apps, hundreds of other apps like WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and everything else. Does make.com access Google account? Is it safe? So yeah, whenever you use any tools, right? Most of the tools you generally give Google access, but make.com actually can access your sheets, can access your email. So generally, even when I create my automations or something, I don't use my official account. I actually use uh, like alternate account in most cases. So that way, make.com is a trusted company, so you can probably use it in your main accounts as well. But personally as well, I try to use it on my delegate accounts, not on the main official account. Is web search possible? Yeah, web search is possible. That is also that I'll show you in the agent part that I'll cover short. If you don't mind, explain once again. Okay, so the process is very simple. The recording will be made available sooner or later, so you can watch it again. So we, since we'll want to proceed to others, is it possible to restrict to Gmail accounts? Yeah, I think I'll show you some other templates that you can find where you can actually create a lot of things. How can a college student use this? So now you think about it. So this is the skill that I've shown you. Now think about what are the things that you do in your daily life that can be automated. Yeah, the recording will be automated on our website, but uh, would suggest you to experience it in life. Is there a GitHub project regarding application automation? There should be, I guess. Yeah. So this is how you can create a simple automation from make.com. But many a times you don't want to do the setup from scratch, right? So everything you are setting up everything. So the good part about using Make or other tools like this is that there is a huge ecosystem of people who are creating and sharing templates for free. So let's say if you just click on templates, it may not save this. I go back. So you can see there are hundreds of thousands of templates. So let's say I say social media automation. So I'll just click on this. So now I got a template, a social media template that can actually, uh, so this is a workflow that I can directly clone. So this workflow someone has already created. So what I can do is I can just clone this workflow. So what this workflow will do is it will look at a particular website and it will extract content and it will create different posts. So it will create a LinkedIn post, Facebook post, and Twitter post. So you can, so, and again, I'm not going to walk through this in detail, but you can just click on any workflow and click on start guided setup. So once you start guided setup, it will actually show you what you have to do in each case, right? So that way, the idea is choose whatever templates you like. So whatever fits best to your purpose, you choose the template. For someone, if you're just learning it for the first time, try any workflows that works best for you and see how that is going. And once you are comfortable, then you can create your own workflows from scratch as well. So there is a WhatsApp to WhatsApp chatbot. There is a Telegram to Sheets. So there is a Gmail to Slack. There is an auto reply for Instagram. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of templates available. Just try to have a look at them and see if you can use any of those. Oh, great. So now what we will try to do is now that you know how to build a basic tool. So someone is curious about NI10. So we will actually uh, I'll show you about NI10 as well. So this is how you can use make.com. Similar to make.com, so there is another company called NI10. So that also offers similar workflows. Uh, if you are someone who is starting, you don't need to learn both of them. You can learn at least only one. So that should work. So with make.com, you already see a lot of possibilities with it, right? So now let me just go for the second part where I will show you how you can create a AI research agent. Okay, my notes is stuck for some reason, so I'll directly show you. So let's say if you want to do research on some topic, so how do you do? So you go to Google, you type hundreds of queries, you search internet for that, and then write a research article or maybe write a research report. So what if AI can do all the research for you and directly give you the results? So that would be an amazing outcome. So that is what we will try to do right now. I think. Uh, yeah. So what we will do is we'll try to create a AI research agent using something called N8 Llama, Google search, and Wikipedia. But let me show you a demo of AI research agent directly within a chatbot like ChatGPT. And then we will try to learn how you can create an automation like this using N8. So let's say you want to research about what is happening with trade war or maybe uh, let's say uh, uh, some research report on how it affects India or maybe otherwise. Or maybe there are a lot of wars happening. So how does it exactly affect our country or economy? So what you can do is you can go to any tool. So most of the many chatbots as of today actually has this feature. So I am going to grok.com. So some of the people in the session have also mentioned that they like to use Grok. So let me use Grok here. So I went to grok.com and I click on deep search, and I'm saying he give me the effect of tariffs on India, US tariffs on India. So now what this AI model will do is it will go search the internet for all the relevant resources. It will try to put all of them together and it will give us a good information on top of it. So let us wait. So it's already looking at 10 different websites. It is analyzing it and then giving it to us. As you can see, it's not an instant response. So this bot is taking its own time and it is taking its time and then it is searching for it and then giving us the output. So it will take maybe 1 2 minutes or sometimes even more, so that it will give a very detailed report by searching the entire internet. So let me wait for 30 seconds till this works. Meanwhile, I can take 1 2 more questions. If you have any questions, feel free to send it on the chat. I'm reading as we speak. Should the new row only be at the end or the new row can be inserted? Yeah, new row can also be inserted in the old data. So earlier I told it should be inserted in column E, but let's say if you can also insert in column A or column B as well. What is the difference between workflow agents and RAG? Okay, I think that's a heavy question. So workflow could mean anything. So workflow could involve an agent or RAG. Uh, RAG actually means if you want to build, if you want to use an AI system on specified data, let's say like a video or a PDF or a document, then it's called RAG. Agent is where the model has access to different tools, right? So RAG is generally when we say AI model working on a specific set of data. So agent is something that can think by itself. So the one that you are seeing right now is actually an AI agent. The AI agent is thinking to itself, it's planning where to search, it's getting that results and thinking whether it's good enough or not. So it has taken 2 minutes to search 15 websites and then giving us a detailed answer as we see, and it's still typing it. So that way, this is an AI agent that is helping us do a detailed research on something. So now the question is, okay, you can use Grok, you can use ChatGPT or any other website to do a research stuff or something. But let's say if you want to create your own research agent, where you give it access to certain number of tools, how can you build something like that? So what you will try to do is I'll show you how you can do that using N8N, a Llama model, a Google search, and Wikipedia. So it might seem mouthful to see all of these things at once, but it's actually very easy when you understand what exactly is happening under the hood. So one more, yeah. So I'll shortly talk about. So now let me go to N8N and show you how this workflow works. So now one more thing is that, so if you are someone who is interested in the course, so if you are liking the lecture till this point, uh, and if you want to learn a lot more tools like this, where I'll be teaching you a lot more things and a guided weekly session. So we have a course that we have just started a couple of days back. So if you want to register for the course, you can just say hi on the chat, and we will send you the exclusive promo code that will help you get a flash discount and register for the course. So all you have to do is to send hi on the chat anytime during this lecture, and we will send you the details necessary for signing up for the course. Okay, cool. Keep the interest coming in. So where I'll actually show you how to build this. So earlier, instead of taking this directly and showing it to you, I'll build this from scratch as you can see. So let me create a new work. So now I'm starting from an empty page. So first, what I'll do is I'll say, I want to create this research agent in the form of a chat. So I want to create a chatbot. So just say chat. So just click on this and say chat. So add a chat trigger. So this is the chat trigger. So if you just open chat and if you just say hi, you don't see any output because it's just a chat window. It's not connected to anything. So, but now what I want to do is I want to connect my chat to a AI agent. So let me click on this. And many automation companies make.com, N8N, Zapier, a lot of them have AI tools. So you can see AI on the top. So just click on that. And in this, what you need to choose if you want to generate a AI agent, you can just choose the first one, which says AI agent, and you can just go back. So any AI agent will actually have, so let me explain the structure of any AI agent, right? So AI agent, so let's say generally how a chatbot works is your prompt goes to a LLM model and then it will give you a response, right? So your, let's say LLM could be a GPT model. So whenever you're using a chat GPT, it could be a GPT-4 model. Whenever you are using Claude, it will be Claude model or something. But an AI agent, along with LLM, we also have tools. So tools could be internet search tool, calculator tool, coding tool, Wikipedia tool, and so on. So now instead of sending the prompt just to the LLM, I'm going to send the prompt to the entire agent system. So an agent system has a lot of components. So first and the most basic component is chat model. So let me click on the chat model. And in this, I want to use a Llama model. So there is a company called Grok that just like OpenAI gives GPT models, this company called Grok provides Llama models as well. Let me just click on Grok. So I already have the model connected, so I can select which model I want. So they have a lot of models. So let's say I want the newly released Llama 4 Maverick model. So I'll just click on this and I'll go. So now if I click on the open chat, so now let me say the same hi again. So it's saying hi, how is it going? But one problem with this is that this model is not connected to internet. It's not connected to external data. So let's say uh, did so recently Virat Kohli announced retirement. So let me ask, did Virat Kohli retire? So this model is an LLM which is being trained at least 1 year back or maybe at least few months back. It does not know what has happened yesterday or day before. So it's asking more. So let me say from. So let me ask this question detail. Retire from Test cricket. So it says that Virat Kohli did not retire from Test cricket because the AI model only has knowledge till March 2023. So which is again not ideal. So what I can do is just like uh, Grok search was able to look at different websites, we also want that capability to be in our model. So what we will do is we will, before attaching any tool, let us add some memory so that it remembers the chats that we are sending. So click on the memory and you can add a lot of different types of memory. If you don't know much, so just click on simple memory so that, so I'm just giving it a simple memory. So memory part is, so for the tool, so you can actually, I want to add a Google search tool. So Google search, SERP API is the one. So click on that. And I already have my credentials connected to it. So I'm not typing, but ideally you should, when you click on this, you should connect it to a API key. So it also gives you 100 free searches a month. So you can also try this for free. Okay. So now I can ask it the same question. Uh, Let me copy this. And now let me send this question. So now it is taking some time because it is searching the internet. You can see that the AI agent searched the internet. Uh, on the side, you can see. And now earlier it is saying no, he did not retire, but now it's saying that he has retired. So that is how you can take a AI model and connect it to a internet, connect it to internet or something else. Okay. So along with that, you can also do a lot of other connections as well. So any AI agent, it can be connected to multiple tools. So for example, you can connect it to a Wikipedia tool. So let's say you want your AI model to only search Wikipedia. So you can just click on Wikipedia and just click that. And you can add some more tools. So let's say you want to add it to some, you want to connect your model to a vector database or something. You can just click on and so on. So let me click on tidy up. So you can see, and you can just click on a lot of different, you can do a number of things on top of this. And if you like one other, so now you can say, okay, what's the use of this? So I can open the chat and do this. So generally what you can do is this chatbot, you can convert it into code and you can embed it within your website as well. Or maybe you can, whenever you want to use your own agent, you can connect it to as many tools as you can. Or maybe you can connect your Excel sheet to an AI agent. So instead of chat message, you can take a Google sheet. Whenever there is a new person who is registering to your website, you can actually connect it to an AI agent that goes to their LinkedIn, fetches the relevant details, uh, and it also accesses their email so they can send it directly. And you can do a bunch of different things on top of N8N as well. So if you want to learn, if you want to understand how to build more with N8N, N8N also has a concept of templates. So you can just click on templates by N8N and you can again access thousands of free templates that some people have created. Some are created by N8N team itself, some are created by someone else. You can just click on what workflows you want and you can just select and clone them. So this way you can actually take AI agent and you can connect it to the tools for free. So yeah, like we were exactly, so this is the core part that I wanted to cover in today's lecture, where you're using a simple tool like make simple workflow in make.com to automate some Excel automation. And you can also use N8, and even this sort of a feature is also possible in make.com. So my idea was to show you as many tools as we can in the time frame that we have. So today, after this session, what you can do is you can go to either of the websites, uh, try building something that makes your life easier, right? And many a times it won't work in the first go. So you might have seen me. So I open this, I drag and drop certain things, and it starts working. But it might not happen like that for you. So even for me, I had to understand a lot of things. Just because it's drag and drop doesn't mean that it'll work in the first go. So you will still need to understand what to connect, what not to connect, what is the model, what is the memory part. So these core understanding cannot be discounted in any way. So that way, but yeah, it's easy to learn. So compared to, 90% of the people in this lecture are someone without any coding background. So till now, as you can see, we have done a bunch of different things, but I have not used code anywhere. So that's the beauty of doing automations with AI. So you can actually do real complex stuff without actually writing a line of code. So this is the core things that I wanted to cover. But let's say if you want to do some automation with AI. So if you want to do data analysis with AI, where you can, my idea is if I upload an Excel sheet, I want it to be converted into a dashboard in less than 1 minute. So can I do that? So that is the question that I have. So, but to listen to the answer to this, you will have to bear with me for 2 more minutes to where I'll just introduce about the course that we are talking. And if you are interested in signing up for the course, all you have to do is to say hi. So I'll just take 3-4 minutes of your time to talk about our course. If you're interested, you can say hi on the chat anytime. Or even if you have any questions or queries, you can let us know. Once I take those 3-4 minutes, I will come back to this part and I will also show you how you can do that. So photo part we have already done. So thank you for that. Okay. And now coming to the part today. So I think we still have around 100 members in the session, even after 1 hour in the course, right? So I'm clearly understanding that you are all here for learning generative AI because of many reasons. It could be because of productivity, it could be because of your boss wants you to learn it, or maybe you are like uh, afraid of your own job where it will go due to AI. So your fears or maybe anything, so you want to learn generative AI. But for me, I think there are two main reasons why everyone should learn generative AI. So first reason is the productivity benefit, right? So the emails that I used to write earlier would take 8 hours. Now I can do the same within 5 minutes. So if you know how to use generative AI properly, you can actually be 50 times more productive, right? In every case. So even if you are a marketer, if you are a coder, if you are a product manager, founder, doesn't matter. If you know how to use Gen AI properly, you can be 50 times, 100 times more productive. And the second reason is there is no sugarcoating it, but people will lose jobs due to AI. I think just yesterday, I think 7,000 or 5,000 people from Microsoft have lost their jobs, right? So you see that Microsoft is meant to be like it's a biggest company in the world, and they have all the money, they have all the technology, but they are laying off people because AI is doing a lot of work for them. So people are going to lose jobs due to AI, and there is no easy way to put it. So the only way that you can save yourself from automation is to learn or embrace this technology, right? Right. So today there were these 5,000 people. Tomorrow it can be any of us, right? Or it will at least not be me because I know AI, right? So the idea is you should learn a generative AI in any case. It will help you with your productivity. It will help you with your job security and many other things. But again, in the market, if you look at the courses that are available, or maybe if you want to get started with generative AI, so there is too much of content available, right? So there is no depth of content available online. So content you will find it everywhere. So that's not a problem. But even today, the make.com or N8N, you just go to YouTube and type make.com, you'll find 2000 tutorials. But having someone explain it to you in a way that you understand and apply it easily, and having a cohort of people learning with you is very, very powerful, right? So we have a course called Generative AI Launchpad, which is a 8-week course where it is 6 weeks of theory plus 2 weeks of building products. So that has just started a couple of days back. So if you want to register for the course, all you have to do is to say hi. So since we have just started the course, we are offering flash discount on the course. So the second lecture will be on Saturday. It will be an 8-week course, and the second week is just a second lecture will start in 2 days. So this is the best chance to register for the course. So all you have to do is to just say hi on the chat, and we will take care of the rest. And don't take our word for it. So there are hundreds of people who have done this course before from very prominent companies, and who have built their own apps from scratch, right? So you can see some of these apps that are being built by people from in our cohort. And you can also see a lot of real feedback that we get in terms of people who are able to build their first ever AI app, and people who talk about the course very highly in terms of how it has really helped with learning generative AI from scratch. So we have 6 modules in the course covering every aspect of AI, starting from prompt engineering to developing websites in 1 minute. So all of these things are covered from module 1 to module 6. And this is the course specifically designed for working professionals so that you are not overwhelmed with content. All you have to do is to spend 25 to 30 minutes every day. That's it. So we don't ask you to spend tens of hours every day. All you have to do is to spend 25, 30 minutes every day for the time duration that we are telling. And you will be uh, in top 0.1% of generative AI. So many people talk about generative AI, but in my own opinion, out of 1,000, probably 1% knows something about AI that is appreciated, right? So you can be in the top 1% by doing this course. And if you want a trailer to how the course would be, so the same lecture that you have seen will actually be repeated over and over again with a lot of new tools, a lot of new exercises, a lot of new examples. So we have live lectures, we have video resources, exercises, we have doubt solving sessions on weekends, daily check-ins, and access to our premium platform. So we have hundreds of videos that you will get access to through the platform, and you have all these live lectures and mentorship sessions that you will get. So the idea is to get started with generative AI as soon as possible in the best way. So if you want to register for the course, all you have to do is to just say hi on the chat and we will help you sign up for the course. So we will send you the course details, the promo code, and every other details that are required for you to sign up. Okay, so we have a lot of highs coming in. So I will also like if you want to stay connected with me and want to follow us want to know more about the events that we do going forward. So you can just send a connection request to me on LinkedIn as well. Just sharing my LinkedIn. Yeah, so this is my LinkedIn profile. So you can send a connection request to me. So if you have any questions or queries, you can directly DM me as well. Yeah. So the course has just started, and this is going to be a wonderful opportunity for you to get started. And we are also giving you a good discount to get started. Okay. So now, as promised, I'll quickly show you how you can do data analysis within 1 minute using AI. So meanwhile, if you are interested, don't forget to send hi on the chat. So that way we will know who is interested. And if someone is not interested, we will not actually like send these messages to you. Only for the people who say they are interested, we will send the messages. And even if you are someone who is not very sure, you can still say hi. So you can interact with me or someone in our team who will walk you through the details as well. Okay, I think thank you everyone for joining the call today. It's been great. Hope you all learned something new and hope to see you all in our future courses and workshops. So until then, we'll meet you.